Plus 1 Accountancy, Lesson 3, Books of Prime Entry. In this chapter, I have already discussed many topics, that is source documents. What are the source documents to enter the accounting transactions? And the next topic is approaches of accounting. There are two types of approaches. One is accounting equation approach and another one is traditional approach. Under accounting equation approach, the formula is assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. Based on this, they will ask two type of questions. One is missing figure, that is they will give, the formula is assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. They will give the equation. Under this, they will give any two of the items. You have to find out the third item. Either they will give assets, capital, you have to find out liabilities. How to find out liabilities? From assets you have to deduct the capital, you will get the liabilities. Suppose they will give assets and liabilities, they will ask the capital, means you have to deduct the liabilities from the assets, then you will get the capital. Okay. Suppose they will give capital and the liabilities. When you are adding these two, you will get assets. Based on the equation, I have taught you many sums. Now the same formula we have to prove, that is accounting. What is accounting equation? Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. We have to prove this equation with the help of the given transactions. So they will give any one of the business transactions, particular month. For example, in the month of October, any particular business transaction, they will give 5 or 6 transactions. So we have to prove with the help of the transaction this equation. Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. This equation we have to prove with the help of the given transactions. Okay. Now let us see one more sum in this. So for your October month test, you will have the portion first lesson fully in accountancy, first lesson fully, second lesson full, in third lesson up to accounting equation. That is whatever I am teaching you till now. So the portion will be from the first lesson to here. Okay. So up to accounting, preparation of accounting equation. Okay. Yes. Listen students. Here one sum has given. Please take down. Question number page number 59, page number 59, question number 4, page number 59, question number 4, I will teach you now. What will be the effect of the following on the accounting equation? What will be the effect on the following on the accounting equation? So they have given some 7 transactions of a particular businessman. We have to prove these transactions with the help of accounting equation. Very important. First, what we have to do means, while doing the accounting, while we proving the accounting equation, first we have to read all the transactions one by one. So in the transaction, you have to find out what are the assets, what are the liabilities available. That you have to make a short note. Then after making the notes, taking the notes only, you have to prepare the accounting equation statement. Okay. Yes. First, Sunil started business with rupees 1,40,000 cash and goods worth rupees 60,000. It means Sunil is a businessman. He is starting business. Starting business is nothing but what? Capital. Okay. As a capital, he is introducing rupees 1,40,000 as cash and he is contributing some goods also. That is, maybe already he is having the previous business goods. Now he is using the same goods into his new business. So he is bringing as capital, that is commencing business means he is contributing capital in the form of 2. One is cash and another one is goods. Goods is nothing but stock. So it means here there are 2 assets are there. One is cash and another one is stock. These two in the form of he is contributing as capital. So 3 items are there here in this equation. One is capital, that is liability, and another 2 is assets, that is cash and stock. Note it down in pencil below this transaction. Please note it down. In this transaction, what are the assets are available? Cash and stock. What is the liability? Capital. Okay. Next, purchased furniture worth rupees 20,000 by cash. Purchased furniture. Furniture is asset. Cash is also asset. So there are 2 assets are available here. One is cash and another one is furniture. Next, depreciation on furniture rupees 800. Depreciation on furniture. It means the asset value will be reduced. Asset value will be reduced. So any loss, any expenses will comes here, means because depreciation is a loss, that is non-cash item. Any non-cash items, any expenses will come, means that should be affected on capital. I already told you, any expenses given in the sum, that should be affected only in capital. So here the depreciation of furniture is loss. This loss will be deducted from the capital as well as in the furniture also, because furniture value is reduced as well as your capital will also reduced. Okay. Yes. Next, deposited into bank. That is, you are having cash nearly about 1,40,000. That cash, some of the cash you are depositing into your bank. Okay, cash deposited into bank. Here bank also asset, cash also asset. Please note it down. Cash and bank are asset. Then paid electricity charges through net banking. Net banking is nothing but through bank. So you are paying electricity charges through bank. Okay. So electricity charges is expenses. Net banking is bank. Okay. So what we have to do? Electricity charges will be deducted in capital. Net banking, you are paying the amount through bank, means your bank also will be reduced. So here 2 items are there. One is electricity charges, that will be deducted in capital account and bank account. Okay. Yes. Next item, sold goods to Ravi costing rupees 10,000 for rupees 15,000. That is, you are selling some goods to Ravi. The value of stock is what? 10,000. You are taking from the stock, 10,000 value of stock you are taking, and selling the same 10,000 stock to somebody for 15,000. It means you are making some profit. Okay, 5,000 rupees is for profit. That profit, any loss will come, means will affect only in the capital. So profit will be added in the capital, loss or expenses will be deducted from the capital. Okay, and as well as goods. You sold goods to whom? Ravi. So here Ravi is debtors. So Ravi is debtor. Debtor is an asset. Okay, so you have to provide a separate column for debtors. Here debtor is Ravi. Ravi is debtor, asset and capital. Okay. Yes. Next, and stock. Then the last one is goods returned by Ravi rupees 7,500 costing rupees 5,000. Okay. So here the Ravi, you sold some goods. No, that Ravi is returning the goods. That is, you sold for 15,000, he is returning 7,500. Okay, but the cost is 5,000 rupees. Okay, so with these transactions we have to prepare accounting equation. I'll teach you now how to prepare the accounting equation, that is how to prove the accounting equation with the help of the given transactions. Now first let us find out what are the assets are available in this. Here cash is available, stock is available, and furniture is available, debtors is available, bank is available. 5 assets are there. Here 5 assets are there. What are the liabilities? Only one liability, that is called what? Capital. Okay, yes. So based on these we have to make a statement. Accounting equation. Heading. The first column is transaction. Second column is assets. Under the assets you have to provide 5 boxes. One is for cash, another one for bank, another one for stock, another one for furniture, another one for debtors, on the given noted information, we have to make the assets column.
Here is equal to assets is equal to liabilities is what here only capital. Capital only here the liability.
There is no other liabilities here. We just make one
item that is called what? Capital.
Okay. Now, what is the first transaction? Commence business with the cash. That is started business.
Started business is the first transaction.
Started business is the first transaction. So, when Sunil started business, what are the items he contributed? Cash and stock. What is the value of cash? Cash is 1,40,000, stock is 60.
Cash is 1,40,000, stock is 60,000. So totally 2 lakhs rupees as capital.
Okay, he contributed, he started business means capital, he contributed capital in the form of what? Cash 1,40,000 and the stock 60,000. Once the transaction is over, you have to put a big underline, and now you add here only 1,40,000 is there, you just put 1,40,000 dash here 60,000 dash here 2 lakhs. Okay. Now what is the second transaction? Purchased furniture worth rupees 20,000.
Second transaction, purchased furniture.
Purchased furniture, how much? Purchased furniture rupees 20,000. So what we have to do? You are purchasing one furniture, the value of 20,000 rupees. So a new asset is coming. This furniture you purchased with the help of cash. So you are taking some cash, 20,000 cash from the cash. So cash will be reduced, minus 20,000. Understood or not? You are purchasing one furniture with the cash. So you are taking the 20,000 from the cash only. No, so the cash will be reduced. Furniture will be increased. Okay. Now close this transaction and add this second column only. 1,40,000 minus 20, 1,20,000. Nil 60,000. Here 20,000. Here nil. Here 2 lakhs rupees. Now, what is the third entry? Depreciation on furniture. Third one, depreciation on furniture. Depreciation on furniture. How much depreciation? Depreciation is a loss on furniture. So loss will be deducted from the capital as well as in furniture. How much depreciation? 800 rupees. So from furniture you deduct 800. Likewise, you deduct rupees 800 from the capital also. One lakh 20,000, 60,000, 20,000 is 19,200 nil. Here 1,99,200. From 2 lakhs, you are deducting 800 rupees, you get 1,99,000. What is the next one? Deposited into bank. Deposited into bank. How much? 40,000. So it means you are depositing some cash into the bank. So from cash to bank, cash will be reduced, bank will be increased. How much? Rupees 40,000. So 40,000 will be increased in bank. Same 40,000 will be deducted from the cash. Okay. So 1,20,000 minus 40, 80,000. Here 40,000. Here 60,000. Here 19,200. This column only you have to do. Here 1,99,200. Okay. What is the next transaction? Paid electricity charges to net banking. Paid electricity charges through net banking. It means you are paying the electricity charges from bank. How much? Rupees 500. So deduct the 500 from the bank. Likewise, any expenses you are paying means it will give in the effect of capital only. Here also you have to deduct rupees 500. Okay. Now here the balance is 80,000. 40 minus 39,500. Here 60,000. Here 19,200. Here nil. Here 1,98,700. 1,98,700. What is the next journal entry? Sold goods to Ravi. Sold goods to Ravi. How much? Cost of goods is 10,000. So you have to deduct 10,000 from the stock. Goods means what? Stock. Cost of goods means you have to deduct the goods from the stock from the 10,000. This 10,000 value of goods you are selling to whom? You are selling to Ravi. Here data is Ravi. You are selling the same 10,000 goods to Ravi for 15,000. You understood or not? You are taking the value of 10,000 goods. You are making some profit and selling to Ravi because this is credit sales. So you are making some profit. 10,000 goods you are selling to 15,000. Now what is the profit? 15,000 minus 10,000, balance 5,000 is the profit. Profit will be added with the capital. Loss is less with deducted with the capital. Profit will be added with the capital. Likewise, any incomes will come means it will be added with the capital. Any expenses will come means it will be deducted with the capital. Okay. Yes. Now close it. What is the value? 80,000, 39,500. 50,000, 19,200 and 15,000. Here you have to add this 5,000 now to 700, 3, 0 to 2,03,700. From this, the last transaction is what? Goods returned by Ravi. Seventh transaction is goods returned by Ravi. Ravi is what? Ravi is debtor. You are selling the value of goods 15,000 to Ravi. Now Ravi is returning value of 7,500. So 7,500 goods is returning means from 15,000 you deduct 7,500. But the value of goods is deducting how much? Only 5,000. Okay. So 5,000 goods will be added here because it is returning no. Ravi, you are selling to Ravi for value of 15,000. Now he is returning 7,500 value of goods. In the 7,500 profit is added, but what is the cost of amount is returning means 5,000 only. Please understand. 7,500 is including profit. Okay, now he is returning the goods, but the actual value of goods is returning only 5,000. That is costing. So costing is added with the stock because you are selling the goods. Again, it comes to stock. So that's why stock will be added. Okay, let us. Ravi, you are selling the goods to Ravi 15,000. Now he is returning the goods 7,500. So that's why I deducted. So what is the difference? See, all are asset only. Minus 7,500 plus 5,000 minus 2,500. Minus 2,500. Any loss will be deducted in the capital. Minus 2,500. Now you close it. 80,000. 39,500. Here 55,000. Here 19,200. Here 7,500. Here 200. 1, 0, 2,01,200. So now we have to check with our equation. What is the accounting equation? Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. Here there is no liabilities anything. Only capital is there. So this asset should be equal to capital. Now we have to check. 80,000 plus 39,500 plus 55,000 and 19,200 plus 7,500 should be added. All these things that should be equal to 2,01,200. Just we can check. 80,000, 39,500, 55,000, 19,200 and 7,500. So 0, 0, 2, 10, 17, 17 plus 5, 22, 22 plus 9, 31, 3, 8, 9, 9 plus 10, 19, 20, 2,01,200, 2,01,200. So our answer is correct because assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. Liabilities is in this sum, there is no liabilities, only capital is liability. So assets is equal to capital. All these items I added, the total is 2,01,500. The same is equal to liabilities capital 2,01,500. Our accounting equation is correct. So this is purely 5 mark sum. So you have to put at the last equation. That's all. Okay. So this is very important sum. Very important sum. Very important sum. 3 marks and 5 marks definitely they will ask. Okay. So please note it down this sum. Okay. Any doubts, any clarifications means you can contact me. Okay. Thank you.